Every year we march, rally, and vote. Yet real change crawls. Why? Because the African American community is politically disempowered. And here is a hard truth. The African American community is politically disempowered because it is economically disorganized. Until money and strategy align, power stays out of reach. Here's the math. African Americans collectively earn over $1.6 trillion a year, which is larger than the GDP of most countries. That is massive potential leverage. But most of that money leaves black neighborhoods within hours. Economic strength without coordinated investment equals fleeting influence. When money is the only game in town, and let's be real, it usually is, who shows up to play? The candidates with connections and the most money. Connections and money. If you don't have either, you're an also-ran. Look at politics. Black candidates often rely on donors who are not black and not invested in black agendas. When the campaign checks come from real estate developers or corporate PACs, who do you think those officials will serve when gentrification laws or police budgets hit the floor? It's not betrayal. It's math. Money speaks louder than protest chants. Some victories prove the power is there. Think of grassroots fundraising for Georgia, 2020 Senate races, or the community land trust movement in cities like Atlanta and Oakland. But these wins happen when economic organization meets political will. Too often, though, dollars stay fragmented and local leaders are forced to beg for outside funding, muting any agenda that centers black people first. So what does economic organization look like? Number 1, collective financing. Regular contributions, even small ones, to political action committees and black-owned banks that fund candidates and projects. We need a constant stream of income to build up our communities, not a one-time gift for a high-profile race. That's how we show up consistently. Number 2, targeted spending. We need to support businesses and media that reinvest in the community. Every dollar spent at a black-owned business is a dollar that stays in our community, building our collective power. And every dollar spent on a publication that amplifies our stories is a dollar that builds our civic education, which brings us to number 3, civic education. Economics and politics are twins. You can't have one without the other. We must teach young voters that they have the power to shape their future by understanding how the economy works and using it to drive political change. We all know talented, well-meaning leaders. Imagine what they could do with sustained resources instead of begging for donations. Imagine what a thriving local economy could do for a community. Schools wouldn't be crumbling, hospitals would be fully funded, and our leaders would be focused on growing our communities, not just surviving. Here's the reality check. Political power isn't gifted. It's purchased legally through sustained economic clout. Until we fund our own voices, someone else will script our future. So here's my challenge. Are we ready to put our money where our votes are? Let's start with $10 a month. Imagine if 100,000 of us chipped in $10 a month. That's a $12 million fund a year for a candidate or a cause. We can take back our narrative and our neighborhoods. Drop your thoughts below. How do we turn a $1.6 trillion economy into real political muscle? A professor and author of a book on black political power, contributor to various publications, and co-founder of a school for civic leadership. Thank you for watching this video.